What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What I have for you guys today is a brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies video. We are continuing the grind to unlocking all the relics solo in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies. So if you guys are interested in today's video, feel free to stick around and let's hop right into it. So the last video that I posted on my channel, this is going to be part 4 of my series. We went ahead and pretty much went backwards to some of the older Zombies map. We went back to Astra Malorum and we were able to pretty much complete and unlock all of the wicked relics within that map itself. And now we're going to go ahead and focus on unlocking pretty much the sinister relics. Like I said, the focus today is going to be on the Fang Relic and also the Russian dolls. I'm not going to try to pronounce the Russian doll's name. It's like Matryoshka doll, something like that. Hope I didn't butcher that, but we're going to be focusing on those two specific relics and pretty much going through that unlock process and take you guys through the journey. So if you guys are interested, like I said, feel free to stick around, but we're going to be kind of breaking it all down, going through that grind because it is definitely a very, very interesting one. Like I said, if you are new to this pretty much series that I'm starting, main reason is just to kind of enjoy some of the tiers, to unlock some of the pack-punch camos you can unlock by beating the boss on certain tiers. So a couple reasons behind why I'm going for this, and of course mainly being a completionist, it was pretty cool to unlock all the relics within Black Ops 7 Zombies. Even though you don't need them all, I still like to see them all completed before the next release of the Zombies map in Season 4. So to start everything off, let's go ahead and hop straight into the Fang Relic. Pretty much to break it all down, this one has a weird effect. I do run it quite often, believe it or not, on a lot of the different relics. Pretty much what happens is the cost of perks never decrease. So every time you die, instead of the prices returning back to normal so you can purchase the perks again, they're just going to keep staying more and more expensive. Like I said, if you run eternal perks and you pretty much do all the TED trials, this really doesn't have much effect on you. So I would highly recommend, if you're playing on Curse, go after those TED trials for sure and then get those perma perks so that you'll always have perks with you. For the dolls itself, what it does is the effects of that is that it cuts your salvage rate in half. So instead of earning like 100 salvage or 50 salvage, it's just cut in half. Honestly, if you're just playing the game and just grinding it out, you really don't notice the salvage rate being affected as much as a lot of people think they do see it. But honestly, like I said, you won't really see it. So two relics that I would highly recommend running for sure. And in order to unlock both relics, you have to complete the Easter egg for Astra Malorum, and also you have to be on at least tier 1 to unlock any kind of sinister relics as well. So do keep that in mind. So that's a little bit about each one and why I would run them and pretty much use them in my curse modes to enjoy some of the different tiers that are available, like Pack Punch 4, Golden Armor, and Ultra Rarity for yourself as well. So just to kind of break it all down, let's work on the Fang Relic and how to pretty much unlock it. So this one, there's quite a bit of videos out there. If you're looking for a short one, there's plenty of them exactly what to do. But for me, what I did specifically was I just pretty much used Idolize, Insta-Kill, and pretty much waited till I arrived at round 40. And pretty much what I did is I left Oscar by himself. I left one single zombie and I did not purchase Whisk T until I was able to guarantee that we were on round 40 and there was one zombie left. What I did was I used about 2 nukes on Oscar so to kind of reduce his health. I would highly recommend leaving the original Oscar that you had from the very, very beginning. As I said, you don't need the Wonder Weapon yet, so that Oscar has the least amount of health, and if you use about 2 nukes, it will make this challenge very, very easy for you, plus the insta-kill that you'll have as well. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and kill a zombie, and it will go ahead and trigger the Wisp, as pretty much if you buy it right when you do it around 40, it activates right away on your first kill. That's kind of the best way to pretty much guarantee Wisp T to be activated. Like I said, you don't want to get it any earlier than that. Once you do that, you want to go ahead and pop Idolize and then go ahead and pop your insta-kill as well, the Killjoy Gobblegum. Then what you want to go ahead and do is make sure Whisk T is pretty much attached to Oscar while you are knifing him, because the ultimate goal is to get the kill with the melee weapon, and it has to be that while Whisk T is attached to Oscar. That is the way to pretty much trigger this trial to get this relic to be unlocked. Like I said, it's a little bit challenging, a little bit tricky, but if you just follow the steps, it'll be very, very easy for you as well to go ahead and unlock that trial. But once you get all of that taken care of, like I said, keep an eye on some of the augments for Whiskey. There's one where it attaches to bosses. Use that one. That one helps so much with pretty much the duration of Whiskey while it's active. That's going to also help you be successful. Just be very patient with it. Like I said, with Idolize popped, Oscar will freeze in place. The shields won't go up. It will make this process very, very easy for yourself. But once you hear the noise, you'll know it's been unlocked. Now you want to go ahead over to the trial itself. Like you said, you'll see pretty much me doing it on screen as well, and you'll know exactly where to go. Once you're pretty much over there, you're going to enter in the trial. So this trial is a little bit tricky. It's going to remove all your perks that you have. This is why it's crucial to have perma perks, grinding all the way to round 40. If you're able to buy all the perks ahead of time and doing a couple, you should have a quite decent amount of perks as well. I just went ahead and popped a Perkaholic. I know it's a little bit of a waste, but I was not trying to redo this entire setup for this particular trial and relic. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and waste one Perkaholic. It does not hurt me at all. I do have plenty of them, so I'm okay with that. But once you go ahead and do that, you just go through the whole entirety of the trial, kill the HVTs, make sure you have War Machines, Killjoy, make sure you're just fully set up and that you're ready for this, because like I said, the last thing you want to do is to die and have to redo this process again. But once you go through and you kill all the HVTs, you get to the final round, you'll be pretty much all set, and then you'll be rewarded with the Spider Fang Relic. Like I said, use this one for sure. This one does not affect you too much in curse mode. I would highly recommend it. So that's pretty much how you guys unlock the Spider Fang Relic. Like I said, for me, it was just pretty much doing the Oscar step, and the rest was pretty simple after that. So now we're going to focus on the little Russian dolls. So once you go ahead and focus on this one now, what you want to go ahead and do is survive to round 40. Do keep in mind as well, all these Sinister Relics have to be done at round 40. And what you want to do is pretty much have Mars open. Like you said, if you watched my previous video, I'm an expert at opening Mars with how many times I have failed the Sinister and Wicked trials. But like I said, once you get all that open and it's round 40, what you want to go ahead and do is you want to travel over to Mars. And in the center, you're going to see 3 rotten meats on the center stage. What you want to go and do is you want to have C4 with you. Throw a C4 on each of those rotten meats in the 3 different locations. It's always going to be there. You can even see this even before the actual trial is active. You just can't do anything with it. But once you do that, you want to go ahead and train a big pile of zombies, as you guys will see me pretty much doing here. Then you want to bring that big pile of zombies to the center stage. Some people pop insta-kill. I do it as well. It just makes the process so easy. Once you feel like you've got a big giant crowd, bring them over to that center stage area and go ahead and blow up the C4s, and it should kill a bunch of them. And if you've done it correctly, Mr. Peak will start to giggle, indicating that the trial portal is now open, pretty much granting you to go ahead and complete that, to go ahead and unlock the Russian doll relics for yourself. So like I said, this one, very, very simple, very easy as well. This one I did die a couple times, so I'll kind of give you guys my tips and tricks on pretty much what I did to pretty much pass this. So with this particular trial, you can only get kills with field upgrades. They did make it a little bit easier for sure. I died for some stupid reasons. I can't even remember why I died. But what you want to do is just use a different field upgrade. So I used Ether Shot, I used Frenzy Guard, I used the Tesla Storm. I used a bunch of the different field upgrades because they charge really fast, so you can pretty much test it out and play around with the different field upgrades. It's pretty cool, actually. It's a pretty fun trial for sure. One of the funner ones that I have enjoyed while I was grinding these relics. But pretty much once you complete all the waves of zombies that come and pretty much the HVTs, what you want to go ahead and do is pretty much knock them all out. Use the War Machine. That is always like the best option to go for when it comes to pretty much completing majority of these trials within Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies. Once all that's finished, you'll be teleported out, and then you'll be given the Russian doll relics. Like I said, I'm not trying to butcher the name, that's why, but once you do that, you pretty much get yourself this, another relic that I would highly recommend running as well. It does make your life and your journey so much easier when you're playing curse mode. You don't even notice the effect of this relic as much. But that's pretty much it, guys. That is how you unlock all the Sinister Relics for Astra Malorum. Like I said, you know, hopping back in time, we're going to be going through all the zombie maps and getting them all knocked out solo as well. But that is pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed my journey to grinding relics solo. And that's it for right now. So I will see you guys in the video. Till next time, peace out.